Well, you may be stepping outside right now and just going, ooh, maybe I just want to go right back inside. That's kind of how it's been throughout the day today. You could see the bowing shape of this thunderstorm indicating a strong push of wind. Could see some gusts as high as 60 miles per hour as this thunderstorm works its way through this area. In fact, we have quite the view on our Bluffton weather camera right now. Just take a look at this. Look at that shelf cloud. Nicholas, I got to interrupt you.
What do you got?
We just got a ASOS, that's the weather instrument measurement at the Fort Wayne Airport. We'll work to determine if this is confirmed, but it says 98 miles per hour is what they experienced at the airport. You see the ice that has accumulated, though. I'm standing right next to our WANE 15 vehicle. Let's go ahead and get the scraper out and see what work I can do to this thing. You can see there, it's going to take quite a bit of work to get this ice off of your car, so definitely get on out there and get into the car and heat it up quick if you do have to go out there, because that heat on the back will also help. As you can see, roads looking very slick around here. They are snow covered. Take it easy as you're heading out and about tonight. See a snow plow up there just ahead. The salt treatment's working pretty well in these temperatures, but definitely lots of snow covered roads. We're going around 15 miles per hour down this road here in downtown. Then we turn our attention to the Sunday into Monday system. It's gotten a lot of hype on social media. Here's what we know. We're tracking a powerful system, and snow is on the way with this system, along with more cold temperatures. What's still unclear, though, this far out is where exactly this system tracks and what our local snowfall totals will be. Let's transition, though, to what's going on right now. We're sitting at 59 degrees in Fort Wayne. Notice, though, it's chillier around the Chicago area, and especially downwind of Lake Michigan. That's because there is a cold front position here. It's what we informally call a pneumonia front. That's when temperatures drop quickly from colder air coming off of Lake Michigan downwind. We still ultimately ended up, though, as the warmest year on record in Fort Wayne's history, with recorded weather records dating back to 1897. The record we set, though, is we now have the longest gap ever between daily 3-inch or more snowfalls in Fort Wayne's history, with weather records dating back to 1897. Just take a look at this. In Fort Wayne, with reliable wind data dating back to 1941, it was the windiest March in Fort Wayne's history this year by average wind gust. Our average wind gust across the month was 33.53 miles per hour, well above our average of 20.27 miles per hour. Well, let's hop into one more check of the Easter Sunday forecast. Not the most excellent day for your plans, but we'll see a little hair of sunshine during the afternoon. We're able to hold off those rain chances until the evening.
That was too much. And I know how much you enjoyed it. It was too much.
All right, we're dropping down into the 20s as our St. Patrick's Day gets underway. So I wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day here. Like, work on that Irish accent.
I did not know where you were going.
Have a great night.
Local coverage you can count on continues with meteorologist Nathan Gidley's live Doppler 15 Fury forecast.
Well, tomorrow's the day you want to be weather aware, as strong to severe storms are possible across the area as we get into later in the day tomorrow. Now, the window where severe storms could occur is 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., but it's most likely we'll see these storms around the 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. time frame. Here's a look at the zoomed in look at our severe weather outlook. The entire area now in a level 3 out of 5, enhanced risk for strong to severe storms. Here's the main threats that we're tracking. What we're most concerned about is damaging wind gusts tomorrow afternoon and evening. Now, we have medium but still elevated threats for hail, flooding, rainfall, especially in spots that saw a lot of rainfall yesterday, and for isolated tornadoes embedded in a line of strong thunderstorms. Let's give a full breakdown of what the ingredients are for these storms. We got plenty of moisture streaming up toward our area associated with this big area of low pressure spinning off to our northwest. So we'll be in the warm sector of this system
system, plenty of instability to tap in on and moisture. Just depends on how much clearing we can get as we get into tomorrow afternoon as to how much we can maximize that instability. We'll talk more about that as we go through Futurecast. Tonight, though, tracking rain showers across the area. Take the umbrella with you if you have plans to wrap up your Saturday. Still tracking the rain into the overnight hours. Could see some brief pockets of some heavier rain, especially in our more eastern areas. You see how the rain scatters out more as the night goes on, though. We wake up early in the morning tomorrow with temperatures in the upper 50s still across most of the area, so a mild start to the day. Now, mainly dry during the morning, but Futurecast tries to bring in some of this clearing. This would be bad news during the afternoon as that'll further destabilize the atmosphere. Then here comes that strong line of thunderstorms. Futurecast depicting it in the early evening, but again, could happen a little bit sooner or a little bit later than this. Then we're drying out by the time we get to later in the evening into the overnight hours. Perhaps a stray shower then lingers on Monday with temperatures dropping into the 40s to even the upper 30s in some parts of the area. Monday, then a cloudy and windy day, and it's a lot colder behind a cold front that passes through. A high of only 45 degrees in the Summit City, 40 degrees only the high temperature in our northern areas. Could see some wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. A nice drink of water on the way here from the rain tonight and from the storms tomorrow. Could see some spots with over an inch of rainfall. Now, our next best chance for storms then comes on Wednesday, and we could be repeating this same scenario all over again in terms of the strong to severe storms. So stay tuned for updates on that. Then following that, chances are we tap into some colder than average temperatures in the 8 to 14 day window reflected at the end of the exclusive 10-day forecast. So 40s for we're back in the 60s Wednesday, and we track those storms, and a gradual cool down commences. We're into the 40s by the end of the 10-day forecast. So enjoy the warmth while it's here and stay safe from these opportunities for strong to severe storms. That's your latest forecast. We'll be right back after the break. All right, so I mentioned before the break the chance to view the northern lights. I'm focused on Sunday night. That's tomorrow night. Let me start with saying the forecast looks excellent. 45 degrees will be our low temperature. Sky's going to be clear. Winds will be nice and light as well. We won't have to worry about any smoke down near the surface. Now, there may be a little bit still higher up in the atmosphere that may cause the northern lights to appear a little bit murky should they make an appearance. But as you can see on our smokecast, no concerns at the surface in our area. Let's talk about that northern lights forecast, though. As I said before the break, we do have the chance here for a grand northern lights display. It's our best chance since that big show we saw last October. Now, what happened here is a coronal mass ejection, or CME, occurred yesterday. It's forecast to be strong and arrive sometime during the day tomorrow. We have high confidence in the forecast here with those clear skies and cool temperatures and some smoke there in the upper atmosphere. What's still murky, though a little bit unclear at this point, is the timing and exact strength of this CME. If it arrives during the day Sunday, the question is, can we see that aurora activity sustained all the way until we get to sunset into tomorrow night for us to be able to see the northern lights? Now, keep in mind, sunset here happens past 9 o'clock, so not a whole lot of nighttime hours to work with here. But we could see up to G4 geomagnetic storming. That's a severe storm. This is when the aurora can be seen as far south as Alabama and Northern California. I posted these thoughts right now on WANE.com, so head on over and check that out. Certainly we'll be crossing our fingers everything pans out just right for that show into tomorrow night. Let's look at Storm Tracker right now. Things looking nice and clear, and things pretty quiet here across our section of the country. Just a few clouds developing over the lake. We expect to drift downward into the area tonight. You see how skies become partly cloudy as temperatures dip down into the 40s tonight, as well as low as 43 degrees in the Summit City. Now here's your Dry Dock Marine Center lake forecast for tomorrow. Still not the best day to go on the lake, but still good for your outdoor activities overall. 71 71 degrees, our forecasted high temperature. A bit breezy, but that water temperature is still quite chilly down in the lower 60s. Got some good news though. End of the day Monday, after that northern lights chance, look what happens. We're warming up into the 80s, finally starting to feel more like summer around here, even though the official start to the season still a little bit away. In fact, look at these temperatures. We're going to be soaring up into the mid to upper 80s by the time we get to Tuesday before we cool back down later in the week as a result of some rain and storm chances making an appearance. All reflected here on the exclusive 10-day forecast as we track this warm up as June gets underway. The weather looking nice until we get to Wednesday. That's when some showers and storms track in, and especially Thursday, I could see those storms be more widespread as our high temperatures fall into the 70s. Staying in the 70s through the rest of the week, back up in the low 80s by Sunday though, then 79 Monday with some more storms possible, then 80 by Tuesday at the end of the 10-day forecast. So stay tuned for updates. We'll see what happens with this northern lights chance into tomorrow night. We certainly hope for a good show around here. That's your latest forecast.